Welcome. This is a product overview of ComplianceForge's PSP Bundle 1 for the NIST Cybersecurity Framework version 2.0. Over the next few minutes, we will walk through what it is, what problems it solves, exactly which two products are included, and how it compares to writing this documentation yourself. The PSP Bundle 1 includes two ComplianceForge products, focused on operationalizing the NIST Cybersecurity Framework. That is the policies and standards for NIST CSF 2.0 and the matching procedures. If a customer or auditor asked for your NIST CSF 2.0 policies, standards, and procedures today, could you hand them over? Or would you be writing from a blank page? The PSP Bundle 1 gives you a running start, the foundational documentation layer for NIST CSF 2.0, ready to tailor rather than author, getting you roughly 80 to 90% of the way there from day one. Aligning to the NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0 starts with documented policies, standards, and procedures. That is the layer that defines what your program requires and proves how each control is actually performed. Writing that foundation from scratch, mapped cleanly to the CSF 2.0 functions and categories, is exactly the slow, specialized work most teams want to avoid. The PSP Bundle 1 is ComplianceForge's foundational policies, standards, and procedures bundle for the NIST Cybersecurity Framework 2.0. It pairs the NIST CSF version of the Cybersecurity and Data Protection Program, which provides the policies and standards, with the matching Cybersecurity Standardized Operating Procedures, which provides the procedures. So your governance documentation and your operational documentation line up out of the box. It is the most efficient starting point for organizations aligning with NIST CSF 2.0 that need the core documentation layer without the full program-level stack that the CFD bundles add. Your team tailors the templates to your environment and reaches a defensible CSF 2.0 foundation in far less time than writing it from scratch. So what exactly is the PSP Bundle 1? It is the foundational tier of ComplianceForge's NIST CSF 2.0 documentation. The policies and standards, plus the matching procedures, in one coordinated set. Where the CFD bundles extend across the full program, covering risk, incident response, continuity, configurations, supply chain, and privacy, the PSP tier focuses on the policies, standards, and procedures layer that every CSF 2.0 program is built on. This is the lightest weight PSP bundle ComplianceForge offers. It is built for organizations that want to align with NIST CSF 2.0, whether for HIPAA security rule needs, lower-tier PCI DSS scope, or simply to follow an industry-recognized framework without committing to a heavier one like NIST 853. Both documents are mapped one-to-one to NIST CSF 2.0, and they also cross-reference NIST 853, ISO 27001, CMMC, the CIS controls, and other leading frameworks. So the documentation keeps its value as your compliance obligations evolve. This bundle is a one-time purchase of editable Microsoft Office-based documentation templates. There is no software to install, no agent to deploy, no account to provision, and no cloud environment to configure. If your organization can open and edit Microsoft Word or Excel files, or compatible tools like OpenOffice and Google Workspace, you can use both products in this bundle. Everything is delivered as fully editable Word and Excel files, compatible with Word 2016 and newer, Microsoft 365, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and Google Docs and Sheets. Both products in the bundle are delivered via email download link within 1 to 2 business days of purchase. There is no installer, no license server, and no activation step. And it is a one-time purchase. A single entity license is included, and the bundle price is a one-time charge. No subscriptions are required for the NIST CSF version of the CDPP or the CSOP. This deployment model is intentional. Cybersecurity documentation belongs in your organization's own document management systems, not locked inside a vendor's SaaS tool. Once delivered, every document in this bundle belongs to you. Organizations aligning with NIST CSF 2.0 typically need policies and procedures that work together. Buying them separately costs more and risks inconsistencies between the documents. The PSP Bundle 1 is designed to solve these challenges with NIST CSF 2.0 alignment specifically. The first is NIST CSF 2.0 alignment. Both documents map directly to the CSF functions, categories, and subcategories, including the new govern function added in CSF 2.0. No bolt-on work is required for CSF alignment. The second is coordinated policies and procedures. The CDPP and the CSOP are designed to work together, with the CSOP providing one-to-one procedure mapping to CDPP standards. There are no orphan controls and no inconsistencies between the policy and procedure layers. And the third is a faster program stand-up. Building NIST CSF aligned documentation in-house typically takes over 1,000 hours. The bundle provides a professionally written baseline that can be customized in a fraction of that time. The PSP Bundle 1 delivers a pre-assembled, coordinated set of 2 NIST CSF 2.0 aligned products that together establish the policy, standards, and procedure foundation for a cybersecurity program. The first is NIST CSF 2.0 aligned documentation. Both products are mapped one-to-one with the CSF and cross-reference NIST 853, ISO 27001, CMMC, the CIS controls, and other leading frameworks for flexibility as compliance obligations evolve. The second is audit defensible documentation. Both documents are written to withstand scrutiny by external assessors. The CDPP provides policy and standard guidance, and the CSOP provides one-to-one procedure to standard mapping for evidence of implementation. And the third is same-day delivery. ComplianceForge processes most orders the same business day. Expect delivery within 1 to 2 business days of purchase, with both products arriving together. So what do you actually receive? The PSP Bundle 1 includes 2 ComplianceForge products, delivered together as a discounted bundle. Each is a complete, standalone deliverable. The first is the Policies and Standards for NIST CSF 2.0. This version of the Cybersecurity and Data Protection Program contains the necessary NIST CSF policies and standards that help achieve compliance with the framework. You get fully editable Microsoft Word and Excel documents that you can customize for your specific needs. The second is the Matching Procedures. This version of the Cybersecurity Standardized Operating Procedures contains the necessary NIST CSF procedures that help achieve compliance with the framework as fully editable Microsoft Word documents. Now compare that against the 2 alternatives for obtaining quality cybersecurity documentation. For your internal staff to generate comparable documentation, it would take them an estimated 1,000 internal staff work hours, which equates to a cost of approximately $94,500 in staff-related expenses. That is about 12 to 24 months of development time, where your staff would be diverted from other work. If you hire a consultant to generate this documentation, it would take them an estimated 700 contractor work hours, which equates to a cost of approximately $222,000. That is about 9 to 18 months of development time for a contractor to provide you with the deliverable. The PSP Bundle 1 is approximately 5% of the cost for your internal staff and approximately 2% of the cost for an external consultant to generate equivalent documentation. The bundle itself is $5,344. So how much work is left for you? ComplianceForge aims for approximately an 80 to 90% solution across both products in the bundle. ComplianceForge did the heavy lifting, and the remaining work is fine-tuning the documentation with the specific information that only your organization knows. In practice, customization is essentially filling in the blanks. Adding your company name and logo, which is applied automatically to both documents. Tailoring parameters, such as review cadences and thresholds. Naming specific owner roles. And removing sections that do not apply to your organization. If you want a hand, ComplianceForge offers optional professional services. They are not required to customize ComplianceForge documentation. The 5-hour bundle may be beneficial for companies that need some guidance on getting started with how to tailor their documentation. The 10-hour bundle is for companies that need additional guidance on tailoring their documentation to meet their compliance requirements. And the 20-hour bundle is for companies that need robust services beyond just 10 hours to assist in tailoring their documentation. Purchased professional service hours expire 120 days, or 4 months, from the time of purchase if unused. Hours are intended to supplement, not replace, your own customization work. There are more reasons to buy. The PSP Bundle 1 is built around NIST CSF 2.0, the most current version of the NIST cybersecurity framework. CSF 2.0 added a 6th function, govern, to the original 5, identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. That expanded the framework to address cybersecurity governance and supply chain risk. NIST CSF 2.0 is a strong choice for organizations that need to align with an industry-recognized secure practice without being locked into the heavier compliance requirements of frameworks like NIST 853 or NIST 80171. The NIST CSF can also be used to demonstrate compliance with the HIPAA security rule and some levels of PCI DSS. And if your compliance obligations expand to require NIST 853, ISO 27001, or CMMC, the cross-references in this bundle's documentation provide a migration path. One last thing. The PSP Bundle 1 covers the most common NIST CSF 2.0 starter configuration, but every organization's needs are different. ComplianceForge will build a custom bundle for any combination of products if your requirements differ from the standard bundles. If you need additional operational documentation beyond policies, standards, and procedures, such as risk management, vulnerability management, incident response, or supply chain risk, consider stepping up to a near turnkey bundle, which adds program-level products. To request a custom bundle quote, contact ComplianceForge directly with a list of the products you need and your timeline. If you have any questions, please email support@complianceforge.com or call 1-307-241-8740. We've been helping organizations since 2005, and we are always happy to help.